Start with exercise number 4. In exercise number 4, we have two schemas are given, the car and driver. So now let's look at the first question. List the first name in the last name. So where we can find these two attributes, we can find in a driver. Okay, so we can write an attribute as a last name and the first name. And as it says list the first name and last name, so you can write the operator which project of the drivers who own car manufactured before 2015. Drivers who own, so it means it's already referring to drivers who owns car manufactured before 2015. So if you look at manufactured before 2015, it is referring to a year. So which attribute we should for car model, car ID model, it should be a year manufactured because year manufactured will provide with the year when exactly it is manufactured. And here we have a condition which is says before 2015. But let's look at the attributes. So we have last name, first name. We have a condition. The condition here is year manufactured should be should be before 2015, so it should be less than. Okay. So now here what we will do, year manufactured less than 2015. As you can see here, two entities are involved, which is car and driver. So this question is pretty simple. So we will write it here, last name, the first name, then we'll use a condition. The condition here is year manufactured, which is equal to 2015. We are not using any quotation here. Then we need to have a join because we have two entities here, car and drivers. How we can link them? So we can see here owner ID is primary key in driver and foreign key in the car. So first we can write here driver ID. Okay, just a minute. I have to rewrite this one. So it is driver owner ID equal to car and owner ID. And the second entity, which is car. We have to close our parentheses here. So this will be our first part. So this will be our answer. So now let's look at it. This is car C. Now let's look at example number 4. Sorry, example number 4B part. List the first and last name same like before. Last name and the first name, which is from here, which is driver of any driver who do not own. So we said whenever we have not own something, which means we have to use here minus. So operator here will be initial one. I haven't mentioned here operator. You can write operator here. So here will be selection and we will not have a restriction here, but we will have an operator called as a minus. So how to solve this one? We need to have a list of all the drivers, which will be our first expression. We will use our operator minus here. Now we need to know a list of the car as well. So in order to have a list of car, so you can see here the car ID consists of foreign key as owner ID, which means through the car ID we can also retrieve the information owner ID. So which means we have to make sure we are joining these two tables together as well. So here we will use a join. So some of you ask when we can use a join. Whenever we have foreign key and the primary key linked to each other between the two relation, we have to use a join. So we'll use the last name and first name, and we will join together driver and the car. So which means our first list will be a list of the drivers. The second list you can do is that instead of first name and last name, you can also use ID also in case if you want to, which will be an honor ID. You can also use the last name and first name, but I'm using an honor ID. Driver, so it will be a driver honor ID equal to car honor ID. And here we will have for the join, it will be car. Okay, so first list is which consists of all the drivers we have. The second one is honor ID. You can also include in case if you want to last name and first name. I have included honor ID because I want to make sure that it is linked to each other because both entities have an association between them. You can also skip the honor ID in case if you want to. So the second list I will have which consists of list of driver who have a car. Okay, so first one is all the drivers, second one is list of drivers who have a car. So from set A, I will minus set B. So whoever driver which is not available in this list will be displayed. Okay.